Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on XLK, the technology sector, Apple and Facebook. Beautiful continuation. We maintained the higher lows. We never broke the low of Friday. Huge market day today, and the technology sector was along for the ride with the highest volume we have seen in weeks. So a close up near the high, 53.16 is resistance. And we are looking extremely strong. Look at the 2017 year here for the technology sector. It has been absolutely on fire, just riding this upper Bollinger Band to the upside. That upper Bollinger Band is 53.26, so very strong, maintaining that level, and there is no sign of slowdown in sight. There was a little gap here, 52.56. We filled it by 1 penny at the low of the day. XLK was a bit of a laggard today. The financial sector was driving SPY, the S&P 500, to the upside to start the day, and then the bulls kicked it into second gear here when the technology sector broke out, and then we saw the S&P 500 make another leg to the upside. So the bulls are still strong. If we break 53.16, we're looking at 53.50 as the next psychological resistance, and Apple responding really well. This Apple move has been one for the history books here. It's extremely strong. We have not closed below the 4-period exponential moving average support. Granted, if I were in an Apple trade, which I have not been recently, but if I were in this trade, I would have stopped myself out by just following my set rule where if we break the higher low pattern, I'm out. So I would have exited 2 days ago. I would have missed a couple of percent to the upside. I wouldn't be pouting about it. It would have been really nice gains. But the bulls are holding out very strong. Nice big bull volume. Close up near the high and the all-time high. We're looking at 140.15. And then we're looking up at 140.50 and 141 psychological resistances. And the upper Bollinger Band is going to be a resistance level to watch as well. It's currently 140.62, and we'll have to be keeping an eye on that level tomorrow because there's not many resistances besides psychological at these levels. This weekly chart over the past 9 weeks is insane. It's just straight up elevator moonshot. We've got the upper Bollinger Band, 138.66, trying to close above that level to stay above this upper Bollinger Band for 5 weeks in a row now. And there is just no slowdown in sight. RSI levels don't matter much when you're at all-time highs. Facebook bulls, all-time high. Close up at the all-time high. Upper Bollinger Band support, we closed just above it by a couple pennies. Doesn't mean a ton because we did close above it at this all-time high back on February 22nd, and then we did lose it the next day. So the bulls need to continue higher lows and higher highs, which they are doing, and we certainly have bullish momentum. Looking for a bull flag, or I should say a bull MACD cross here heading into tomorrow, and we're on the verge of that. So if we get a break of 137.48, we're looking up at 138 as the next psychological resistance level, and the upper Bollinger Band on the daily will be just under 138 as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that level as well. Looking at the weekly time frame for Facebook, bulls still in control, very strong, no sign of slowdown. Tech sector, one of the main driving forces behind the S&P 500 extremely strong move we've been watching, and Apple and Facebook certainly benefiting. Apple is clearly the lead bull in the sector. Facebook was a slow laggard, but now catching up with these all-time highs. Never lost this higher low pattern. It was just sitting pretty stagnant while everybody else was breaking out, but now it's catching up. A little late to the party, but better late than never. Bulls in full control of the tech sector, Apple and Facebook. We know consolidation is coming, normal and healthy. We need to be cautious of it if you are a shorter-term bull. If you're a long-term bull, you have nothing to worry about. You are just smiling as you sleep. But if you are a short-term bull, need to be cautious of signals of profit taking. I'm watching the hourly moving average supports, the 20-period hourly. The bulls want to continue to hold that as long as possible. And other than that, all bulls all the time. So we'll keep checking in. Trust me when I say I have my eyes peeled for signals of any kind of bearish short-term action, but not getting any at this point. I appreciate you watching, and we'll check back in tomorrow.